What's going on, guys? It's Deathmark here. Today we're going to be talking about some rather interesting information concerning Modern Warfare 3 Season 4, which is going to be dropping on May 29th, so just over a week today. So basically, for those who don't know, yesterday we actually had our blog post being revealed to us, and we've actually got some rather interesting TAC map guides, as well as a brand new trailer specific to the 2 new maps that's coming for the Season 4 update. So we're going to be taking a look specifically at Paris and Tokyo in this video here, guys. So let me know what you guys' views and opinions of this in the comments box down below. Excuse me. And without further ado, let's check out the trailer first of all. Okay guys, so that's really interesting there. Let me know what you guys' views and thoughts of that in the comments box down below. So first of all, we're going to be talking about is Paris and the multiplayer map guide. We've got various different bits of information here. We've got loads of images from the map itself. For those who don't know, if you go onto the TAC map guides on Call of Duty's official blog website, you will notice that there's actually this interactive map which actually shows you all of the points of interest in terms of their names. As you guys are currently seeing on screen, that's what all the callouts will be based on in game. I've also got all of the hardpoint rotations. Looks pretty cool. Hope that helps. I've also got the capture the flag points, as well as the search and destroy points, as well as what we got here, the spawn locations. And I think that's a reset one on the bottom there. So that's really interesting there. Paris multiplayer map guides, as you guys are currently seeing on screen. It's going to be the main spawn point at the backlot at the north end of the map. So as you guys can see, the backlot places operators on the flat open ground, with the parked vehicles being the main sources of cover. When moving through the area, climb on top of an ambulance for a better look around, or use their bulk to control the lines of sight on the ground. So apparently we've also got a police car location here, so players with long range weapons may want to pivot directly to the western street, running down the map's left side. There's a clear view across the sharpshooter's dream, but scattered vehicles around the surrounding buildings offer ample opportunities for every playstyle to shine. So that's really interesting strategic positions of these vehicles. Upper street on the map's right side also provides longer sightlines, though at greater risk. The blasted hole in the police station wall and a large pane of glass in the lobby offer prime flanking paths into the area, so that's really interesting to think about there. The layout of the vehicles also make it possible to cross upper street without overly exposing your position, allowing operators to move into their ideal range. Watch gallery window though, as it's perfectly positioned to attack players moving through. South side of the map, start and spawn brings operators to the gallery side of the map, in a space that offers more room to manoeuvre compared to the opposing backlot. Kiosk and closed off subway entrance provides some cover in the plaza, along with the high fence lining a dining nook in the southeast corner. Shop located on the opposite corner provides a quick pivot from plaza to upper street. Though small interior here offers overhead cover against enemy streaks, a valuable hideaway that avoids the busier gallery. Note the upper street facing window, the perfect opening for grenades. So that's really interesting to think about there. Police station, larger of the 2 main buildings, which features a central office that wraps around an L-shaped cubicle, preventing operators from taking in the room at a single glance. Expect some cat and mouse encounters around the obstacle and toss grenades over the cubicle when facing enemies on the opposite side. 7 direct points of entry into the central office, so you can bet there will be a lot of movement in and out of the building. Check your minimap to track incoming threats and keep your centres sharp for flank attacks. Hug the inside of the centre L shape by the desk to make a stand in the room, to when it's time to move again you've got plenty of options to choose from. So that's interesting there. Station's east wing swings through the cell block and a blasted hole in the wall before turning down through the lobby. Prepare for close fights along this winding path punctured with multiple exits onto Upper Street. Use this route to avoid the centre office or a means to flank it more from a discreet angle. With proper timing and a good running jump, you can use the roof of the truck between the gallery and police station to move from building to building without touching the ground. You can also jump from the roof of the ambulance into the west police station window to save time instead of taking the stairs. When the fighting gets heated, the extra speed makes all the difference. So that's interesting to think about there, guys. Gallery presents its own challenges, namely its tight layout divided between the front barn area and the adjacent hallways branching to opposite sides of the building. Access to the upstairs is clawed off, so use the countertop and the base of the columns for cover when fighting inside the bar. You'll need a quick draw here so there's little room to manoeuvre once the skirmish breaks out. First hallway north of the bar leads out onto the plaza by the stairs, setting up a great long shot position over the street. The next hallway is scarred by a hole in the wall facing the police station and a powerful overwatch position via the lookout window that looks over Upper Street. Both hallways are short. Success requires finding a balance between close quarters needs of fighting within these spaces and the mid-range needs of firing out on enemies in the street. So that's really interesting there. So know your ground, taking the sights, don't forget the little guys, makeshift perch, care packages are a must, confuse and distract, test out new forms of attack, refresh yourself and make it quick, end your trip your choice. So make sure you guys use this map to your advantage, and that's really interesting map to take notes of there, guys. Let me know your guys' views and thoughts on the comments. Then we've got Tokyo. So pre-brief, I'm just going quickly through all the call-outs here for you guys. So we've got Lanterns, West Street, Parking, Hotel, Manga, Centre Street, Centre Courtyard, Apartment Alley, Apartment, East Street, Metro Courtyard, Arcade and Alley. So that's really interesting to think about there. Hardpoint locations will be at these locations. I'm not sure why they're not numbered, to be honest with you, but that's really interesting there. Capture the flag point locations there, so that's really interesting. And search and destroy locations and spawn locations. Very, very interesting there, guys. Tactical overview. So we're going to be getting 2 main spawn points included at West Street and East Street, as you guys just saw in that little mini map there. Main spawn point is at West Street on the west side of the map. Enter battle under the bright city lights. So West Street spawn puts operators in place to fight along the main road and passing across the bottom of the map, though the imposing manga building prevents a clear view across. The covered parking area nearby provides little room to manoeuvre but makes for a great point from which to ambush enemy players in the immediate vicinity. Lantern Zone offers a slightly bigger arena with a lower portion that steps down to the map's border and the upper square leading to the hotel. Use the surrounding partial walls to control angles and cover a flank while attacking enemies on the street. If they start tossing grenades, move down the stairs out of the blast radius or burst into the hotel to reposition. Main spawn point at the east. Pull back on East Street with a mid-range weapon to attack enemies funneling toward the road from Metro and Apartment. The road offers a key defensive position as there are no flanking paths in, though it's only effective if there are enemies seeking out the area. Use the natural alcove created by the nearby parking area to take on enemies approaching from Metro, the first interior space you'll encounter when moving forward on East Street. The station is a long building with 2 entryways facing the arcade along with the side entry from the main road. Note the confined lockers area inside, a prime location for ambushing passing operators. South of the Metro, Apartment and the alley running behind it lead to the map's southern path. Take the alley for a more discreet approach to Centre Street, or climb the steps up into the building to make use of a prime power position. Centre Street. Scattered vehicles fill the road along Centre Street, with food stands bringing up the sidewalk. To either side sit the map's 2 major vantage points, the manga building to the west and Apartment to the east. While fighting across Centre Street, note the 2 pathways coming down from the Centre Courtyard. Use the food stands as cover when focused on these routes to avoid incoming fire from the 2 buildings, and watch your side when you're moving past them. Find the right balance between quick forward movements and holding your ground near vehicles and other cover objects when it's time to fight. Operators with precision weapons will heavily favour the manga and Apartment buildings for their views over Centre Street toward the northern path leading to the Centre Courtyard up top. An incoming grenade is the obvious counter for dislodging perched enemies, though both buildings provide a smaller secondary room that can be used to evade explosion. Though the rear staircase of each building mark the only direct entrance, look for vehicles and other objects near the upper windows for the means to jump up to the second level. So that's really interesting there. Vault on top of the low stone wall at the map's southern boundary to get behind the dumpling stand with the red banners draped over the front, found near the middle of Centre Street. Strafe to either side of the stand when battling enemies approaching from the Centre Courtyard or to ambush operators come from the sides. Whatever you do, tread carefully. It's a long drop down if you overstep it. So that's really interesting there. Centre Courtyard and Alley provides a more winding path across the map compared to Centre Street. All fighting is confined to the ground floor here, and though the hotel and arcade bookend the Centre Courtyard, they're not power positions like Mango and Hotel. The two kiosks and the large sitting area in the courtyard obstruct views across. These features foster an environment suited to close-range skirmishes and flanking tactics. Finally, the hotel is the larger of the two interior points here, divided between the check-in counter, lobby and sleeping pods. Fights are still confined to close quarters within, but there's more room to manoeuvre compared to single-room arcade. Players with long-range weapons might try covering the northeastern alley, a slim pathway funneling the action towards Metro. As mentioned in the Centre Street section, two routes lead down from the Centre Courtyard, offering vital shortcuts between the two dominant lanes crossing the environment. So make sure you guys, top 10 tips. Watch your 6, 3 and 9. So that's basically positions on the map. So watch behind you, to your left and to your right. Hold on just a little longer so equip trophy system upgrade to improve chances of survival. The route makes the weapons, so in general short-weight weapons perform better across Tokyo's northern path, while mid to long range will find success around this open Centre Street route. Keep up momentum, so make sure you guys using any sort of perks to improve your speed basically. Smile for the camera approaching Centre Street and don't want to get tagged by an enemy in a mega or an apartment. Keep the snapshot grenade tactical in your loadout and toss it to upper floors. Bait and lower, so that's really interesting there. Don't make sure you guys try and bait people into your location to get more eliminations. Make your vantage point, stalk your prey, just out and out all night. Out all night essentially means trying to use an enhanced vision and goggles field upgrade. So that's really interesting there. Let me know what you guys' views and opinions are of this in the comments box down below. I'm keen to hear what you guys' views and opinions are. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so there's an upload, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, peace out.